ってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ ってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ一度やってみたかっただけ。その表情を見ると誘ってよかったと思います。実は特に理由なんてないんです。ただ ってみたかっただけ。
Hello everybody! Welcome to the stream. How are we doing? How are we doing? Happy Tuesday! I always have to think about it really hard for what day it is. Hello everyone! Hello! Apparently no one has shown up to stream. We still don't have a first winner. But, welcome to stream. Welcome, welcome. Say hi, have a good stream. Bye, Tony! Thank you for coming in! Bambusi! Hello, Mr. Bambusi. Oh, Dante. Dante, do you want to do the tier list with me? Want to do the tier list with me if Fox doesn't show up? Epic collab? We can give our very refined tastes of why said Nikke is higher or lower tier than others. You know? Good idea, good idea. But that is my plan. Phew. For today. Because I don't have anything. I don't know if Fox is gonna show up. Fox didn't respond to me when I texted her. But it also says she's offline, so I'm not like... It's 7:30 a.m. for you. Look respectful. Look. No. As soon as Laplace shows up on the screen, all respect goes away. I just have to say it. As soon as she shows up on screen, it's gone. All respect. Well, maybe a little bit of respect, but not much. Not much respect is in my eyeballs. I am respecting her a different way. But that is the plan for today. And, so, what is everyone's thoughts on two smaller ones? So we have tomorrow, I think, is when one of them arrives. Maybe. One of them is supposed to be here tomorrow or Thursday, and the other one is supposed to be here Friday. Right? I think so. So, they'll come like a day separately. Arriving on time, which is tomorrow, right? Hello, Kudoj! When is it supposed to be? When is it supposed to be here? When is it supposed to be here? What? 1 second, I have to check email. Ban you? That can be arranged. I'm good at banning people. The fuck is this? I don't speak Japanese. My package is now with it. 5th? Okay, so the 5th. Just don't forget your name. I won't forget to unban you this time. I won't need to... Oh, they're both supposed to be here on Friday, apparently. Cool. So apparently, never mind. The question was... That was a dumb question. Because they're both... They're both supposed to be here Friday. The question may or may not be moot. Might be a moot question. So, it does look like they're both, at this point, supposed to be here on the 5th. So, I guess just expect us to be doing cards on Friday, boys. I think that will probably be the plan at the beginning. I'm sure that won't take up all of the stream, but it will take up a good chunk of it. We will have, what? Over 40 cards? Over 40 packs to open on Friday. So, that should be pretty fun if they both come Friday. Maybe my little figure was supposed to be here. I think my little figure that I bought was supposed to be here today. Obviously, it didn't show up, or I would be showing it off because it's pretty cool. When is that supposed to be here? By March 9th? Why does my little teeny tiny figure take 6 years? And my cards are gonna be here in like 10 seconds. That seems backwards. That seems a little backwards. Anyway, we're gonna do dailies. We'll see if Fox shows up. And then from there, we're gonna do a tier list. I found a tier list, and it has... Why is there a cat? This is a weird tier list. That doesn't have... What? That doesn't have, like, even half the characters. What the frick? What? Lootandwaifus.com, maybe? Oh, okay. We'll just do this one, apparently. This one has every character. You just click on it. That's kind of cool. But I assume in Fox as well. You're in France? You're a Frenchy, Bambusi? You're a Frenchman? Interesting. No? You're in France? What do you mean for us, then? That time zone is the French time zone is just that big? The French are just that powerful? They've taken over like a giant chunk of... What's that area? The French area? That area? You mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Goes from Spain to Hungary? That seems excessive. I can't go 4 states over in any direction and not hit a separate time zone. Why the hell do you guys all get the same time zone? Seems bullshit. Seems bullshit. But I digress. Damn. That was a big laser beam. Ooh, jam. Or not gems. Like, look at the world map. I don't want to. I'm gonna feel small and pathetic when I look at the world map and I go, what the fuck? That's a lot of the same time. I hate Yahoo. I don't know why Yahoo is the auto... the auto... fill-in for my computer, but it is. Stupid. Blank world map. I don't want a blank world map. I want one that shows me where Hungary is. Where is Hungary? Use of security to protect against malicious bots? It's a map! Who is bombing? Oh, never mind. It's posters. I don't care about you. I just want to look at this picture. Go away. Fuck. Never mind. I don't want to look at that picture. Give me a different picture. This one. That one looks cool. Just open Google Maps. Google Maps. Google Maps. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guys, check this. I have Google Maps open. Google Maps. Okay, you said from Hungary to Spain. Where's Hungary? Where are the names of these? Oh, this is... Oh my god, guys, look. This is Dante Land. It's Dante Land. See? Where are those places? Hungary. I found Hungary. And Spain. Spain. Oh. Yeah, that's... Oh, France is like in the middle of the Hungary. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot. Because over here, I guess ours are pretty big too. Because like, Washington to Arizona is the same one, isn't it? This is all the same. I guess ours are pretty big too. Never mind. I don't. Interesting. You didn't know, right? Huh. Weird. Weird. I don't know. How did they decide that? How did they decide that? It's just like, ah, yeah. That place will be ahead. Tony! That guy was just here! This guy was just here! I know that guy! He was here! I know that guy! 450! Hell yeah, brother. That's almost all of Africa is the same. Is the only one that's not is Madagascar, because Madagascar is cool and special, and obviously the whole world likes Madagascar better than all of the other places. Is that why? Is that what it is? I bet that's what it is. Frickin' Madagascar. They get the penguins. They get the lions and the lemurs. Psh, it's unfair. 2 hours ahead of us? Huh. Interesting. So it's almost 10 a.m. there? Hey, that's like normal wake-up time then. It's like normal wake-up time. March? Well, it's a little early. That's a little early, but, you know. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. I want a samba. Boo-doo-doo-doo. This... I don't really know what possessed me to add this song to my playlist. But, 2 rocks, 2 rocks. Oh. You know what? 2 rocks is not bad. 2 rocks isn't bad. 2 rocks isn't bad. You know, it's not 0 rocks. We've had many a people come in. I got 0 rocks today and yesterday and all the way to last year during Halloween. And I don't. What? Wait. Didn't I press quick? Quick. Why do I have to fight? I do not want to fight. What? Why is it requiring me murder this weak coughing baby? What? That's weird. I haven't had to do this in a while. I apologize, coughing baby. You're about to be murdered. It's weird, boys. Is there some, like, update? Is there an update? Because that seems weird that they're making me do that. Because he's dead now. It's odd. Huh. Did I just double press it? Did I just double press it? I might have. I don't think I did. Pilgrim. Ooh, do I get a... no, we just got a Pilgrim mold the other day. We got nothing out of it. I remember. Actually, we are a lot closer than I thought we were. Weird. Weird. So guys, what is your guys' favorite card game? Either to play or to... this level. Yeah. To play or just like... You guys just collect cards? Because I have many a card game that I would not actually play, but I would collect the cards of. Pokemon is a good example. I don't like the game, but the cards are very pretty. I like the cards. Lib. Damn, I love Lib. Weiss Schwarz is super fun. I don't know if anyone's ever played Weiss Schwarz, but wow, do I love actually playing the game. Such a fun game. I wish I got to play that one. There's just... no one plays that game. Weirdly enough, no one plays the small... I guess it's not even a small game. It's pretty big. It's just not very popular in the Americas. Which is really unfortunate, because it's really fun. It doesn't ever feel like you're stomping your opponent, which is really... it's really nice for a card game, because it's never like, there's no way to turn this around. Because when you get to the end, it's like, oh, you know, I'm a lot stronger than you because I'm one level higher than you. The game mechanics are really cool. Come on, I don't want to do this, man. Just fall over. Stop. Ugh. Levels are so much fun, guys. I love these levels. This is my favorite level. I love this level, guys. This level loves me too. It let me win. Nice. Nice. But, yeah. So if Fox doesn't show up, this one looks weird because I have to add them by the ranking. It doesn't have them like at the bottom. It only has them just as like a total. So you click on the rarity and then you give them the ranking and you have to just go through all of them. Which is different. I haven't seen that one before. But I mean, it should be fine. It should be fine. If I had to guess. It looks like it has every character, which is nice. Because that's what we're looking for. Just all of them. All of the Ks. They even have EH on there, I think, right? I think I saw EH on here. Yep, there's EH. Yeah, they have quite literally everybody. That's insane. They already got EH on there, man. Only, like, we should get a poll in the next week, right? Because we'll get 3 next time, and then we'll get, yeah. We should get a poll. Or, one of these things, whatever they're called, in the next week. And we will once again, obviously, get nothing. As per usual. Because the game sure does love to give us nothing. But, you know, it'll be cool. It'll be like, oh, look, I'm gonna get a thing. And then I won't. And then you guys will all laugh at me. And I'll be sad. Consult the chart. Nothing ever happens. Yep. Nothing. Nothing ever happens, man. It is an unfortunate, unfortunate life that we live where we just nothing happens because we can't win. Nothing wins. Hi, Sammy. Congrats on your very, very cool Chisato. Congrats. Very, very happy for you. Super, super duper. Mega happy for you there, buddy. But that's pretty cool, honestly. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Less than 50 pulls? That is not that many. In 50, I was gonna say. 50 is really not that many for 4 copies of the same character. Honestly, that's not very many that's not very many pulls for 4 copies of SSRs. In all honesty, that's actually pretty good. So, yeah, congrats. That's really nice. That's a very nice. Ammo. Get rid of this ammo. Never mind. Give me a blue ammo and a charge bead. Sure. Sure. Doro. Doro, stop falling. Stop. Doro. Doro, please. Oh, third line EM. Nice. I'll take a third line EM. And then attack and ammo? No. And then an attack and ammo? I'll take an attack. Hey, that's a pretty good. And then those are low. Go up. 7, no. No. Well, you know what? That's not terrible. Hey, there we go. She's back on second line. Need to finish Ada. My Ada is pretty meh. You know what? She has 3 attack lines. That's better than I thought she was, actually. It's a lot better than I thought she was. Okay. I think that's about everything for polls. So, who's ready for the most based takes on Nikke's ever? You guys ready? You guys ready for this? I'm going to tell you guys all objectively the most frickable Nikke's. Objectively the best. As we all know, I am the most objective person, and I have zero biases. Zero biases towards or against anyone. We all know this. We all know this. I am objectively the most objective person. So, this tier list, as I said, is weird. It's just set up backwards from how you normally see them, which isn't a problem. $50, he says Laplace. Yeah. I mean, Laplace is gonna show up. Like, Laplace is a Nikke. So, I gotta show her at some point. Like, how am I gonna do a full... You know? Gotta show all the carries off, man. Of course I'm gonna say Laplace. This is an easy $50 reduce for you if anyone was dumb enough to take you up on that bet. No one take him up on that bet. It's false. He's just trying to get $50 out of you. Don't take him up. Don't do it, guys. The minigame was right there. I should have done the minigame. I should have done the minigame. It was right there. Landscape. Time to get shot. Oh, shoot me. Shoot me in the face. Ah, I'm dead. I got shot in the face. Ow. Bullets. Nice. Ever needed. I ate a lot of burger today. That was what we had for dinner. I ate a lot of burger. I'm very full. I'm so full of burg. I have so much meat inside of me, guys. I have so much inside me. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble from all the burger inside me, man. Ugh. There's just so much. Ah, okay. It is time to pull out the tier list, boys. It's time. Time to pull it. Oh, you know what? I didn't put my skins on my collab characters. Hello, sons! Hello! How are we there, little boy? How are we doing? Are you ready for the most based take in all of Nikke? We're going to do every single Nikke. I'm going to give the objective reason why they are the most or least frickable. You're already wearing yours. That's fine. You, on the other hand, aren't. Switch clothes, lady. Yeah. 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 There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. We have no more rocks. I've used all the rocks. We're all good. We did outpost. Outpost. Everything's good. Get off of that. Everyone, please welcome. Please welcome the tier list. The tier list. So I'm here to give you unbiased ears. Yes. Objectively, we will go through tier list. The most frickable Nikkes. From most frickable. Mega frickable. Definitely wouldn't complain. Ew. Not my thing. And put them in the garbage. There we go. That's the tier list. There we go. Do we need? Is S tier comparable to mating press? Mating press is a pose. We could do a pose tier list, like. Well, but mating press isn't. That's not pose. Yeah, that's a pose. Mating press is a pose of sexing. That's not. How would you rank it? It would be more of like I'd do 5 poses, and then it's like, oh yeah, this Nikke would do that pose, you know. Position. Same thing. P, they both have P in them. They're both PP. Easy. It's the same thing. So, as I said, this one's very weird. We'll go through by burst. We'll go through by burst, okay? Okay. So, as I said, this is the objective. This is objective, right? It doesn't keep my thing. If I click on one, does it add? Does she not show up anymore? She doesn't show up anymore. Okay, cool. Okay. But yes, Bunny Alice definitely would. Easy, definitely would. Anchor, basic anchor. Okay, this is basic anchor. Unfortunately, basic anchor. This needs to be like a meh. If I was desperate. You know, there we go. That's if. Still would, but not the greatest. Not the greatest thing. There we go. This is the tier list. I think we need like one more. Can I add a tier right here? Right here. The mystery. Not my thing. This is no, not my thing. This is the no, not my thing. Okay, copy paste, put them in the good Control V. You put them in the garbage. There we go. Now we have the tiers. No. Sure. 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 You know what? That seems like the best one. Mega, definitely. Wouldn't complain. Sure. No. Ew. There we go. Those are the tiers. These are the best tiers. These are... Obviously, no one will have anything to say that will differ from my opinion, not my completely unbiased saying of how the Nikkeis would be. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. Okay. Claire Redfield. Claire Redfield. This is Nikke Claire Redfield, though. I like how it smushes the picture when you pick them up. Why does it smush them? That's funny. That's so funny. Okay. Claire Redfield. This is Nikke 1. So just a definitely. She's not mega. She's not as good. She's not as good. She's not as good as Nikke version, unfortunately. Coco? No. Nah, not my thing. No. Not my thing. Coco? Nah. No Coco. Ew. Not you, but yeah. Mega? D. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. D, on the one hand, so, okay, issue here. If I put her any lower, she kills me. So objectively, mega frickable. Because if I say any otherwise, I'm dead. Okay. I'm good. Gotta all of the positions, all of the things I have to think about. If I said no, she's dead. Dorothy, ew. Ew. Why? First off, she wouldn't do it. Secondly, she's a bitch. There we go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, obviously. Emma? Okay. Basic Emma. Not gonna lie. Basic Emma. Wouldn't Sure. Why? Because I would complain. Same? No. 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 When she gets upgraded, she gets better. Because she learns how to cook a little bit. Right? Little bit of cook. Basic Emma, though, would stink really badly because of all the things that she's cooking. What is this tier list? This is the frickability tier list. The completely unbiased tier list of frickability. We're doing it by bursts. Why? I don't know. This is what we have so far. D, mega frickable. Definitely would. Alice Wonderland, Claire Redfield, and Emma Tack upgrade. Wouldn't complain. Doesn't exist yet. Sure, Anchor and Emma. I was just explaining Emma. Emma! Basic Emma would stink a lot because she's cooking shit. And that I don't want any of to do with any of the things that she was cooking at the beginning. You know? 311? Cuckoo! You don't even come up above my crotch! You're like... I was gonna say you're like 2 feet tall. You're like 4 foot tall! She's this big! It's not even 1 foot. I'm not British. I don't know what a meter is. doofus. That's so small. That's so small. Anyway, she's still no, not my thing. Still no, not my thing. Dorothy, ew. That's what we have. So that's what we got right now. Next character, Ether. Would make very good shampoo. No, she wouldn't. That's the thing. She would try to make good perfume and shampoo, and it would be terrible, and it would explode when she puts it in my hair because she tested it out on me first because I'm the guinea pig, and then I die a terrible death in brimstone and fire. Even shorter than Ray. Shorter than Ray. That's so funny. Ether. There's nothing wrong with Ether. She's just a little crazy, okay? And we all know, if crazy, they've got good grip on them, okay? But nothing else. There's nothing else besides that for Ether. You know? That's the only thing going for her. Has admitted herself she doesn't bathe. Ah, new information has come to my thing. Sure, she's a big old sure. You know, I would complain. I would complain. That's this one. There's like the yeah, sure, get in the bed, and then there's like the oh, I would like you in the bed. That's the difference between these two categories. These ones. That's the difference. Ether, gross. Exia, okay. Guys, hear me out. I need you guys to think about it for a little bit. Okay? Exia. I need you guys to think about it. Bakshin, thank you. Think about it. Are you thinking? Exia loves us. Okay. She is basically an exhibitionist, which is kind of hot. And she's a gamer. What more could you ask for? Exia's way up there. Way up there. All I'm saying, okay? Mega frick. Easy. Hacker as well. It's like Silverwolf. If Silverwolf was on this tier list, Silverwolf would also be mega up there. Mega frickable. That's easy. Sitting her lap. Exactly. And she's fucking adorable. Thank you, Unknown. See? There's zero things wrong with Exia. Exia is just all around wife material. And she can somehow, she has copies of herself that when she dies, don't die. I don't know how that one worked, but she loses her memories. And losing your memories is kind of hot. Can we just agree on that statement? That's kind of hot. I dig it. I'm gonna just also really quick, Fish. Fish can go in Mega. I'm also gonna put that there. We continue. Actually, I have a thing. No, you don't even get that. You don't even get that high. Leader, get out of my sight. I don't want to hear it from you, Grandma. I don't want to hear it from her. Guys, what does Karumi do? I don't know this character very well. Shame. I know. What does Karumi do? I don't... Leader can have it? How tall is Leader? How tall is Leader? That's my question. Because I always imagine she's like waist height. Just don't disturb her sleeping. Well, Freema I'll get to in a second. How tall is Leader? Leader is taller than 3'11", but that's not saying much. It's like saying I'm taller than an ant, you know? Which isn't very impressive. Which isn't. Hello, Fujin. Ugh. Leader, still gross. You know what? Yeah, that's what I have to say. Leader, ew. I don't want any of it. That's what I have to say. The wrinklier the raisin, the sweeter the fruit. I'm doing a tier list? Yep. And for the next ad, Freema, definitely would. Definitely would. That's what I have to say to Freema. Freema has a sleeper build. I'm asking for death. Nope, this is the objective, completely unbiased frickability tier list. Completely unbiased. This is a 100% unbiased. That's what we're going with. This is just objective facts. This is just facts. We're going off the facts. We're going off the facts here. Waging war? Nah, man. We're going off of facts. Okay. You're smashing everyone on the list but Ray and Anne. You're smashing leader? Really? Really? I don't know about that one. And then, because there's a couple of them, these ones, you know, they're basic. They're nice. You know what? I think these are our first wouldn't complain. There's nothing about them. There's nothing about them, but they're like, you know, I wouldn't complain if they were in the bed without clothes on. I would not complain about it. You know? No complaints. Zero. There's just nothing good. There's nothing bad, though, either. That's nothing good, no good, bad. Jackal is... okay. Granny needs a little bit of love. That's insane. Okay, Jackal would 100% go in Mega if she didn't have the sharp teeth and she would bite my peen off. That is the one thing that puts her in the just definitely would. The teeth are scary. Scary teeth, you know? Not bad. The teeth are a bonus. The teeth are a bonus, but me and Dante have seen the aftermath of the sharp teeth and the BJ and then the no penis, and I'm not a fan of the no penis thing. I like having it. So, they're nice, but you don't need to. But I have to think about all of the goals, okay? All the goals equals I want to use every hole. Sharp teeth equals very slimy saliva. True, but also that means slobber. Which means she wouldn't make for a very nice kisser. Which is that's kind of a downside, you know? Every once in a while, it's nice to have a good smooch. So, you know, very definitely would. Just not mega. Not mega. God, can you imagine being with Mermaid? Just give her the good girl in headband so she doesn't take a chunk out of you. The issue is she's really stupid. She would accidentally bite off my penis. She wouldn't mean to. She'd feel really bad about doing it, but she would do it. That's the issue, is she would accidentally do it, which is... Siren giving you the joy treatment. I was gonna say, can you imagine Little Mermaid just entering your room? Arise! That would be so funny, dude. Oh my god, I love that mental image. It's that image of her with her mouth open. Come. Ugh. Yeah. Siren, mega frickable. Erect, come, leaves. Most of? No, all of. I'm thinking that we somehow are more than the inhuman being that we already are, and we could take the 600+ pound Nikes on our crotch for any amount of time, I don't think it's probably a good idea, but I'm just imagining that we could take it. Karumi, sure. She seems kind of like a bitch. And lived to tell the tale. We did it while we were sick, even. Yeah, but at what cost? No cost. We were... Why is EH there? EH, I didn't put you there. You're... Wouldn't complain. If you're SO? Who's SO? Siren Overload? What? What is SO? At the cost of getting Mary's suspicions. That's true. Some weird stuff. Weird stuff. Label? Okay. Hey, that's your wife there? Who? Cow! Hello! Hello, Cow! How are we doing? Hello, hello. How are we doing, EH? Hey, I have to say, EH is sweaty as fuck. Can I just say? EH has weird drippy guns and a bomb taped to her chest. And she's a terrorist. Like, she's really hot. But, like, you gotta think about this is unbiased. This is 100% unbiased. Whoosh. Whether her people get close enough and she cares for you too. She was hotter in the old outfit. And she was less drippy. Also, welcome in, Cow. Welcome in, Raiders. What were we up to? What were you guys doing? What were we up to? I'll move her to the top of Wouldn't Complain. That is totally biased bang ranking. No, totally unbiased. Nikkei Ziz hard mode. Did you win? This is the completely unbiased. This is objective facts. Nope. Damn, were you close? As you can tell, this is objective facts. These are just straight facts. As we can tell by the no, not my thing category, this is just facts. Objective, unbiased facts about Nikkei bangability. Where's Exmal? You gonna blow me in half or not? Okay, Unknown, you make a good point. Doro is fixable. The issue isn't with Doro being fixable or unfixable. The issue is that Doro wouldn't want to have sex. Which is just bad news bears for my frickability tier list. She just wouldn't want it. She would not want to be touched like that. You know? Just, it wouldn't be a thing. I know. She'd be like, it's tea time! The fuck are you doing? And she'd kick you out of the room. That's what would happen. It's not a problem of fixable or unfixable. It's just she wouldn't do it. That's the issue. That's the biggest issue. I need a coffee so I can lock in with my freaky. Okay, label. Label's a tough one. Okay. Draw up more. Okay, label's a tough one because there's like there's the complaints. She's stanky? Oh, she's stanky. She's mega delusional and super duper hot. But she tries to poison me with fish coffee. And God, does she stink. But like, wow. You mean her coom coffee? With her cum water? Is that what we've all come to the conclusion of? Is that what it was? Is that the objective truth? She's so hot. She's my number 2. That's what I'm saying. She's super hot, but she's super gross. She's super gross, but she's really hot. And it's kind of like, it's hard to put her in the tier list because of the way that I have it. Because I would totally put her here. Label is fixable. Looking between 2 fish sticks. I was imagining she had water that she had just left out for a really long time. You know what? I'm going to put Label in definitely wood. She's not mega because before we do anything, I have to spray her down. I have to spray her down with, like... That's a wild amount. Is it that crazy? I would just thought that she had water that she had just sitting on, like, the table for months. And then she made coffee with it. That was, like, my thought. Would love being sprayed down? Oh, yeah. She'd love when I sprayed the white Vap House all over her face. She'd be like, oh, that felt good. How does it taste? Like fish? It's really gross water. That's what I'm saying. Hi, Dante. Dante, do you wanna join me in voice call and help us give our objectively unbiased opinions? Water tastes like water? Not when it's been sitting in a gross, disgusting room that's probably full of flies and God knows what else, and is just permeating in all of the gunk that is in the air. You got to imagine, this would be a cup of water that's been sitting in her room. We doing a guest moment? I mean, maybe. I know Dante has a character that he definitely could give a very unbiased opinion about, and then give us background information about why his opinion is his non-opinion is 100% unbiased. What? So, Dante, if you would like to, I would love to hear what you have to say. She's coming up pretty soon. Ludmilla? Okay, Ludmilla? Ludmilla? Wouldn't complain. Top tier? Now you'll pass? Okay. Basic Ludmilla is pretty meh. You know? Basic Ludmilla. This is basic Ludmilla. We're doing all of them, okay? She's not that hot. That's what I'm saying. Basic Ludmilla is kind of meh. She's not my favorite thing. She's pretty attractive. I'll give her that. She's got some big boobies. But... and she has a nice ass, which she has hanging out most of the time. She's... okay, can I just say... oh my god, what is the name of that game? I disagree with that statement. I disagree with that statement a lot. God damn you. I disagree with the statement because I bought this game exclusively for this lady. Exclusively for this lady. You never see Alice again? As I said, God, I love this lady. That was when Code Vein was peak. I mean, look at this fucking thing. This is so cool. Before it went woke. I haven't played the second game, so I have no idea. So, not a clue. But as I said, I have zero complaints about Ludmilla. She's just not higher or lower than, like, normal tier. It's a waste of money. Okay. Mary, very hot. I feel like she would play doctor in the middle of us doing it. She'd be like, you know, your sperm count is a little low there, dearie. Oh, you don't seem to be getting hard enough as you should. And that doesn't sound very pleasant. Fuck, you spilled your instant coffee. She'll do Bahamut on... That's true. She probably wouldn't even want... You know what? No, she does want the D. But she would 100%, like... We'd be 69ing and she'd, like, pull the syringe out and just... Hold still. Okay, we continue. Would let us play... Oh, 100%. This is not a question of would they let us. Unless they're just, like, a definitely they wouldn't. There's just like the how good would it be and would I want to? Enhancers? Ah, see, that doesn't help. Same with Ludmilla. She's really nice. Would be a good frig. She'd be a good frig if she'd let us. Again, that's the issue. She would not let us. She wouldn't let us. Just wear pink. That's a good point. I'd have to cosplay Panay every time. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Okay. That sounds like a lot of work. Have you seen how big and bulky her fucking outfit is? I don't want to wear Panay's outfit. I don't want to bring the shotgun into the bedroom. You know, that doesn't sound that pleasant. I could probably pull it off a Panay. I mean, I probably could. That doesn't mean it'd be pleasant, you know? I could also pull off Catwoman. I don't need my testicles to be inside of my chest, though. That sounds unpleasant. All around the board. So, could? Sure. Would? Probably not. Chesticles. Yep, I'd have big old boy chesticles. Not my idea of fun. Dora would do Grave. Grave? Nota, what are you yapping about? Grave is based on Pinna? Not the same thing. Looks like Panay to like the mildest of extents. They were? Yeah, were is the key word there. They're very much no longer the same model. Grave has been majorly upgraded and very different now. It's like, you know, they have, they're the exact same. Not anymore. Do you know how much shit we had to take out of Grave and re-put back in to make Grave a still functioning Nikke? A good chunk of her. It's like the ship of Theseus. Princess carry me? Maybe. But goes full Nelson Plapp. When did we get into the Fuda? I didn't know we were doing the Fuda play. Could just wear a Pina mask. I don't think that would do it for her, though. And also, I think... I don't think she would do anything with Pina. Can I just say? I think Pina is like her, like, oh, baby doll. Oh, we're going to have tea. Which is exactly what she did when she found Pina on the ship. Like, she would not do anything interesting with Panay if she was still alive. You know? Begos hologram? Yeah. And you know what she did? She sat there and drank tea with her. And was like, oh, Panay, isn't this just so phenomenal? That's all they did. Could give you words there, though. Yeah, she sucks Panay's tea. You guys are delusional. The story? Oh, that's an event. So... That was an event, so don't worry about that. Actually, 90% of the content we're talking about was all events. Because Doro, Panay, yeah, the Ghost Ship, all story. Megawood, Mary. Again, but the thing about Mary is the same thing that I have issue with normal Mary, right? Same issues. That was last year's summer event? Indeed it was. Same issues with her. Big tits? She does. She has mega big honkers. But again, bro, need to read her. Have I read her? No, I haven't, honestly. I haven't seen much Nikke content. I've seen a couple of videos. There's some really good videos. But I've not read the Dojin. I don't go out of my way most of the time to go find books yet. Is in the Deaf Wood. But the issue is, again, she would play doctor while we're in the middle of doing it, which is the same issue with normal Mary. It's not a problem of it would be good. It's just like she would ruin the moment. She would 100% ruin the moment by being like, oh, dear, your sperm count just isn't very high today. Have you been taking your pills? And it's like, tie your hands. You goon. She'd open her eyes and be like, "Fook me." I think you're right. The outfit helps. You know? That helps. She knows when to be serious. That's the ish. Does she? Does she know that well? I didn't do that event, but I feel like she's definitely... Megawood, Leona. If you see her eyes, you're the one being fucked. Yeah. She is sexy. She's hot. She's hot. But that's like the issue with Label. Is like Label has some major debuffs that kind of like go away from the fact that she is as sexy as she is. And then there's like the goddamn the debuffs. Dear God, please make me. Yeah. That's a good point. Mika? Ew. She talks, she acts like a child. Not a fan. Not a fan of her. She runs a toy shop. No. Bad news bears. That's all I have to say. Other Mika? Label's good waifu? She's a good waifu. But again, she has so many things wrong with her that aren't like... She tries to be mature. She doesn't... Oh no. God damn you. Mika protect, not fuck. Yeah. I don't know. Like, no. Not really. I don't see it. Still no. She's trying to be older. You love her? There's no issue with like loving her. This is a sex tier list. This is the frickability tier list, everyone. You have to remember that. This is a good waifu. This is the frickability tier list. How frickable is this person? That's what we're looking at. Not Mika, fuck buddy. Is Bay on it? Bay will be on it at some point. We're going through bursts. We're doing burst ones. Okay, Milk. Okay, guys. This is going to sound... This is going to sound... Milkwood Fook? Yes. Milkwood Fook. And I have found out that I quite like a strong woman. I'm like Markiplier. I like me a strong whammon. top of definitely would. You're not into domestic abuse? She crumbles. Bias shouldn't? It doesn't. There is zero bias. But all things considered, Milk, strong woman. She can take whatever you can put down. She knows how to make coffee, which is good. She has after bed care. She is, you know, she has a lot going for her as a Nikke. And she has no debuffs. There's nothing wrong with Milk that I need to decount from Milk, right? Other than the occasional... Talking about bunny milk? No, I'm talking about milk in general. What did I say that was like bunny milk? I wasn't talking about her boobs because she got a major boob job in her bunny milk outfit. Let me just say, they're a lot bigger. Nothing I said was bunny milk. We're not talking about the outfit. Can we drink her milk? Yeah, she makes milk coffee. It's called a tactical upgrade. Yeah, it's called a tack upgrade, everyone. Her motive might be violence. Violence is the solution? You know what? That means she would fuck hard. She's a sports bra and OG. That's true. She's not trying. She's punch first, ask second. But objectively, pretty good frick. Pretty good. She's pretty up there. Tie her up like a bunny. Wouldn't punch first, punch second. That's good. That's funny. Miranda? Okay. Guys, I don't want to say it. But Miranda wouldn't know it whole, but that's not a bad thing. Because we know what hole. Can we buy her underwear? No, we don't need to buy her underwear. It's like Aqua. Better without the underwear. Doesn't wear them. Teeny tiny skirt. Just saying. Has the curves? That's true. Miranda? How old is she? I don't know. Robot age. She's as old as a robot. Every driver in the Ark sees her as. Let's be fair, there's like 2 drivers in the whole Ark. There's like 2, okay? Because cars are so expensive and gas doesn't exist, everyone drives the train with diesel. There's no one looking at her ass, unfortunately. But 99% of car accidents. Drake would check out her butt. Drake would 100% check out her butt. But I have to say it. So Miranda isn't necessarily like super sexy, but she just is stupid enough that she would just inadvertently end up with you in the bedroom with you below her. One crash and it's the Ard. She wouldn't even understand what's going on. You want the virgin experience? Let's be fair. Being a virgin is not bad. That's honestly a bonus if you think about it. There's good things. That's not a bad thing. Alright? They'll kind of just listen to you because you'll be like, ah, yeah, I know what I'm doing. You can kind of just go wild. You know? You lost Maine at 14? Apologies? Congratulations? the same thing. They're virgins again? Yeah, but they still have the experience. Phantom? Oh. I'll get to Phantom. This is I know this is a character from Eva. Who is this? Who is this? The Black Snake firsthand. Oh my god, that's dumb. Anyone have anything to say about this lady? I've never seen Eva. She will fuck me. She does look like the first thing I saw when I saw this was MILF. I'd love her to groom me, not gonna Very provocative. She sounds a little aggressive. OG groomers. Just don't be an unattended teen with life issues or she's coming for you. Then you can get in her. If you were 14, you can see. Okay, that lowers her a little bit. Sure. Would? But there would be complaints. I would have complaints. I'd have a complaint or two, apparently. Moran? Enough said. N102? Not a fan. Dag hasn't seen Eva? No, I haven't. I've talked about that one on a couple of occasions. Said that one a couple of times. So, I don't know why anyone's surprised by this. Anne is too pure. That's why she's at the bottom. Anne is kind of not a fan. Not a fan. Do you won't even remember it? True. Eternal Virgin. It never happened. Neon. Neon does kind of show off her ass. Like Miranda. Friggable? Definitely friggable. How high friggable, though? She's... Studio firepower. Wouldn't complain. I think she's very low. Definitely would. I think Neon... I think kind of dumb. Yeah. I think Neon has a lot more going on than you would imagine, which is weird to say about firepower girl. I think she's got some nice chests. Insert brains in the ass X-ray. Yeah. No. Exactly. I think good chesticles. She's got some decent chesticles. She likes to show off her ass. That's a pretty good upgrade. She went Y hyper. I was gonna say, like, objectively, I think she's higher than Rappy and Anise. You know what? I'm gonna put her top of definitely would. There we go. Because that means I can put the other two not. Why is Rappy in here? Rappy would, but like, I would complain. Would, but I would complain because I don't like you, and you suck. Completely unbiased, she sucks. Make it separate tier called the chair. Oh, you're right. You're so fucking right. You're so right. Wouldn't get any. OG Rappy, yeah, OG Rappy was getting it, but then she got her brain upgrade, dude, and she was like, meh. Star Spangled Thigh Highs. It doesn't matter. She's a bitch. JD55! Welcome in, JD. How we doing? That's what I have to say. She was getting it. She was serving cunt. And then she was like, what if I stopped? She's doing a fucking kip flick from the She's just over there giving pointers. Good job. You're doing great. Wish that was inside me, but keep going. Woo. That's what she would be doing the whole time. From outside the window. She'd like knock. Can I come in? No. Okay. That's what would happen. Yeah, she got a kid. She has a fake kid. And if anything, she has a clone of herself that's full of black goop. It's not even a kid. It's literally just her covered with black goop. It's not even a kid. It's just her. It's just smaller, grosser her. That's all that is. Not even a kid. Noise. Noise has got pipes. She's got huge boobs. She's famous. She would probably know what she's doing. I'm sure she had to do a BJ or two to get where she did. You know? We were basically black sold. Yeah. Plus, we could probably have maids come in and take care of us after we did the deed and clean up after everything. Mega frickable. I think she falls very comfortably in the mega frig. Very comfortably. Very nicely. Noise can sing you a lullaby after? True. As I was saying, I think while you're in the middle of it, she'd be hitting them high notes, if you get what I'm saying. If you understand what I'm putting down. Pascal is objectively the most frickable. The second most frickable Nikke. High with her throat? Oh. High with her other things, too. She'd just be going hard. That's all I have to say. Pepper, I have to say, So, issue with Pepper is she really needs to be in a bikini and inside of a closet. But definitely would. 100% would. Pepper, I would probably have put her pretty low. She seems pretty stupid. Wouldn't complain. Things went south. Why would she kill me? Pepper is not, like, delusional. Of all of the characters on this list that would kill me in the bedroom, that's not one of them. She's still top priority work over sex. She'd kill... So, what I'm hearing is, if anything went wrong, I wouldn't have to worry. If I overexert myself in the middle of banging, I don't have to worry about dying because she'll just resuscitate me and we'll get right back into it. I'm hearing zero issue with what I'm being told. All I'm hearing is take your multivitamins, bitch. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know what you guys think you're getting at. Product date, once again, basic Nikke. Solid. Ram, too. Wouldn't complain. There's just not much there. Ram's very meh. Getting the push of motivation down several stairs. Why is she pushing me down the stairs? What do you mean? What did you guys see that I didn't? We've Saberface. Again. But the issue with the basic Nikkes is they're all very meh. There's nothing really there, you know? Zethan. Can't get up. I guess you'll fall down. Are you guys talking about... Okay, you guys are talking about Zethan. Okay. The legendary Pepper L. Jackson. Kitten, if you're here, do you still have that clip of the Millie bot absolutely just fucking going off on us, dude? Oh my god. Then you'll... Oh, no, I understand. I have... Arrow... Oh my god, dude. Arrow made... God, that was so funny. Oh, that was super funny, dude. It was great. Brickage. Mega brickaged. We were so brickaged, man. It was so unfortunate. Rapunzel. Objectively mega frickable. OW. Cute. I don't think cute. Her Dojin was peak art? Or what? The basic Nikes have their own Dojins? That's wild. But again, they don't have much personality. Rapunzel? I was gonna say, Rapunzel knows. You know, we have both sides. We have both sides of the coin. I mean, any Nike? We have both sides of the coin. We have the Miranda, which is you could do anything to her, and then there's the Rapunzel, and she would do everything to you. You know, we have both sides of the coin now, up in the mega friggable. I think that's what it is. Rapunzel pure, I think, is slightly worse. She's just first gotten into the horny. She's still really good. She's still really hot, but just not as good. Not quite as good as Rapunzel is now. She's probably a little less stinky. She probably showered a little bit more, but, you know, she's not corrupted. She's not corrupted enough. She might actually even pretend that she doesn't want to do it before taking her clothes off, which, you know, little foreplay isn't bad, but, Trying out new things like Mahara. That's true. Again, I think Rapunzel is still a very friggable. I think the risk outweighs the fruit. Ray, if her penguin was its own character, the penguin would go in mega friggable, but unfortunately, it's not. Rosanna, mega friggable. She had sex with us inside. She had it, and it was hot. I watched it happen, because I was me. I watched it. It was very good. Rouge. Rouge has got that, like, weirdly enough, Rouge looks like she'd be mega know-how about it, but she's very not. You know? She'd be like, oh, she would be very embarrassed. Do we just skip actual Red Hood? I'm gonna wait for her own. She has her own categories. Red Hood is technically B3. I categorize Red Hood as B3, so I was going to wait for her. Yes, so. Rouge is in the Deaf Wood, but shy about it? Yeah. If Coin says no, that's true. She's basically Two-Face, but with huge tits and is really fucking hot. Which I can't complain about. Where did she go? Why did you end up back there? Rouge is top of the definitely wood category, I think. Rouge has got so much going for her. She's got nice boobs. She's really good with her hands. I think Rouge has got a lot going for her. She's quite wealthy. And she probably knows her way around a peen, even if she doesn't want to admit it. That's all I'm saying. Remove the... No, I like the coat. The coat's hot. I refuse. The coat's hot as fuck. Keep the coat on. Keep the coat on. Rumani? I don't know too much about this character. Anyone care to give information about Rumani? As I said, I do not know much about this character. I know she works out, and I know she takes selfies. She's objectively a very attractive woman, I think. She's kind of sweaty. She's always kind of sweaty, you know, it's like Folkwang. That's all you need to know. Sup Hot Wheels, Romani would do all the work. True. She would make you work. That's okay, that's so true. She's definitely a would. She's definitely a would, but I would complain about it. That is the issue. I would 100% complain if she made me work out every time, because I would be tired before we even started. And that sounds like bad news bears. That sounds like a disaster. Definitely a would, though. Would complain. Would complain. After he makes you work out. That's why she's Ensure, because every time I would be tired as all get out before we started fucking. And that, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be disappointing in the bedroom. And that would not help. That would not help. Eventually I'd get there, but it would take a long time, and I would complain about it. All the way up until then. So, definitely would, but sure, because I would 100% complain a lot before we got to that point. Rupee. Sakura. Sakura. She's a little sadistic. Sakura's a little sadistic. We will go broke on her. She'd wear all the lingerie. Why would we go broke? She would be buying everything, Dante. Rupee is sugar mommy all the way. That's what I have to say. And 100% she would wear all the lingerie. And you know what? She might even videotape it for us. She's a live streamer. She's trying to scam me every 10. You had to remind me that she's like out here actively pushing OnlyFans. Yeah, that's why did you have to bring that up? OnlyFans girl energy, the scamming. You guys had to ruin her. God damn you guys. I was Rupee's Lupin. Who said she would stream it? I said she would record it for us so that we could watch it later. I said nothing about live streaming it. But it's not slander, okay? It is this is unbiased tier of fucking. Rupee is would, you know, would. But complaints would be had. She will definitely, exactly. Would, but complaints would be had. Complaints would be had. So, I have to fix that tier list. Apologies. Would, but complaints. I have a couple of things to complain about Rupee. So, that's the issue. There's a lot of... Rupee would definitely live stream it. She's definitely an OnlyFans gal. And we would be in the middle of it, and she'd be like, you should totally buy this new perfume. I hate to say it. Sakura definitely would. Definitely would. Sakura, very attractive. We are technically married to her. Issue there is I might die. You know? Issue, might die. Every time that happens. We'd be in the middle of it and just... My head is gone. Good? That's true. I think she's in a solid top of wouldn't complain. Solid top of wouldn't complain. There's a couple downsides, but they're not anything I can really complain about. It's just like, oh, that's kind of how it is. I might die when we're doing this because I'll be assassinated. But like, yeah, it's not that bad. You know, it's big, the only issue. That's the biggest issue with her. Sakura. This is another Eva character. Anyone care to give us their opinions about her? Soda? I definitely would. Easy. Maid uniform. Huge tits. Nice ass. Nice. Don't know. You haven't watched that movie? We'll put her in wouldn't complain. She looks hot. Soline is, wouldn't complain. She's fine. It might feel a little weird. We fucked Soda twice. In both of her outfits, yes? Huh? What? Twice we have fucked Soda. Maid outfit and bunny girl outfit. Actually, Soda's quite up there. Good point. She's really good at cleaning our pole. That's true. And she's also really good on the pole. Soda's very, very nice. Very nice. Soda, very good. Sora? I mean, I don't have much to go off of Sora. She's hot, but like that's about the only thing that she is. She's like fine. Being clumsy, she might break something. That would hurt. Would sell us Fent? That's not a downside though. Like, come on. And honestly, she wouldn't sell us Fent. She would just give us Fent. She would just be like, here, you want some? She'd do it for the orphanage. We need to fill up the orphanage! You don't trust Sora? She's sus? She is sus. But I would fuck her. 100%. 100%. 100. Tia? Sora fuckable, she teases. Solid wouldn't complain. Solid wouldn't complain. Tove? Okay. Celio over Sora? Is Celio the stupid one, or is that the driver? Tove falls in the mega friggable. Tove has a huge ass, and I 100% believe that we could convince her that our white Vaphouse was like was the opposite of detrimental to your health, and she would be like, oh my god, all the time. I think mega friggable. Easy mega. You need to warm up Tove? Yeah. Sex is good. I mean, it is. It warms up your body. The only downside to sex in a survival, like, scenario is it burns calories really fast. That's the only thing. If it's cold, oh, you better believe that's what we're doing. All night. Easy. We don't need to build a fire, Tove. I know your whole treasure event was us fixing your fire starter, but we don't need it. Easy. Volume. Basically not wearing anything in the bottom half. She's basically asking for it. Same thing with noise. Noise and volume. Epic bedtime care afterwards on top of everything. So, yawn. Sorry, Yawn. I have some complaints about you, woman. And we all know what they are. She's a scammer. And she would be in the middle of it and she'd scam us of all of our clothes. With Blade Buster? No fucking way. No fucking way. I cannot believe that's the second blade Ethy has traded me for, dude. It's the second one. It's the second one, dude. No. Ah, she's replacing me. And sex and stirrup drama. She would rant about her toxic fans. Okay, but her outfit kinda makes me think she knows what she's doing. You know, a lot of these Nikes wouldn't know what they're doing. She would. She's got a name as she splits her legs. How much do you think this is? Also, I hate her fucking shoes, dude. Her shoes are so fucking stupid. The stupid ass Yeezys that she wears are so dumb. I hate her shoes so much. Yawn, please. I don't even care if you just take your shoes off. Get different fucking shoes. Winter Maiden? Oh, Winter Maiden is going to be in Mega Fergable easy. Zhuai? Zhuai has got... Okay, Zhuai has, like, the super duper thighs because of the fact that she has purely robotic legs. And it's kind of hot, but also that's really scary. It's for school projects. Yeah, it's for school extra credit. We're blue archiving up in this bitch. Am I winning? No, I'm going to be castrated after this. Zhuai. Wood. He needs compliments and glazing for the sex to be a soothsayer. Wood. Damn. Good luck with that. Oh, adios, I guess. And that is every B1. That is every B1. Okay. We move on to our first B2. She is a little depressed. Okay, but like depression sex, guys, like hear me out. Can we fuck the depression out of her? Like that's how you know we did a good job, at the very least. We start off strong with an aid. Again, maid outfit. And I know her bunny girl outfit's right next to her. But woo. And she's a secret agent. You know what? She's probably great with her hands. I think Aid, she would do, and that's true. She would do legitimately anything we asked. And she has like the like shy like, are you sure that's what you want me to do? Kind of thing going on. She's like Rouge, but just a slightly above Rouge. You know? Mega fuckable both Aid? Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely both Aids mega fuckable. Also, she has a tie in both outfits. Well, actually, she has a bow in the first one, but she has a tie. The tie pulling thing is really hot. Mega extra bonus. Extra bonus. Add me. Not too high. Not too high. Admi's kind of boring. She kind of just exists, you know? Kind of just exists. Is cute? True. She kind of falls in that Coco category of like, oh, go play. Away with you, little one. Goodbye. She kind of falls in that category. Anchor, hot take. Not hot take because this is completely unbiased. Anchor Maid has the better maid outfit than Mast. Mega friggable. I will say nothing more on that topic. We continue. Anise, solid, wouldn't complain. She's not stinky enough. Trash can? You make a good point. You make a good point. Good point. I've been convinced. Fine, I will just complain. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I could totally be fine with it. I would just complain a lot. I'd be like, you fucking bitch, you left us because you wanted to go sing and dance. You piece of shit. You... It would be rough sex. That's all I'm saying. And, once again, bottom. Wouldn't get any. Arcana, mega friggable. It's just bratty but trainable. Arcana, mega friggable. Super hot, super fashionable. She has good taste, and she would forget that you've done it every single day because she has to get memory wiped every single day. Which, the memory loss thing is kind of hot. I gotta say, that's pretty hot. Mega frig. Mega frig. Arya? Arya's kind of bitchy. Arya is kind of bitchy. Unfortunately. But she does have the volume and noise buffs, right? So she has all the buffs that volume and noise has, but she's kind of a bitch. Arya's above noise. Oh, I was 100% going to put her in the wouldn't complain. Which is definitely well above Anise, but just like, She's rude. She's rude. That's my big complaint. Big complaint, she's kind of a bitch. Not a fan of it. So, Bae. Okay. Being interesting? Yeah. Being number 1 in the arc? Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. She's kind of douchey. Bae, I definitely would. I don't think she's up there with the goddesses that are in Mega Friggable. But she's a pretty good, definitely would. Pretty high def would. Easy. You know what? I'm so confident. I'm going to put Rouge and Arcana in right next to each other. Because they're basically the same thing. Arcana's just slightly higher because she would forget about... No, sorry, wait. Wuju. Aid. There we go. These ones. There we go. Bam. Would. Belorda. Same issue. Same issue as Mika. Same issues as Mika. Except for she has boobs, which is slightly weird. Biscuit? Rub some peanut butter on that thing. Who are you Are you still talking about Arya? Not complaining? Biscuit? Definitely not complaining. I think, as I said, rub some peanut butter on that thing. You could make it work. Blanc, mega. I have nothing else to say on that topic. Bae, not Arya. Oh yeah, as I said, Bae, quite hot. Bae, definitely would. Just not as high as some of the other ones. She also, as I said, she has the pointy teeth. Same problem with Jekyll. Jekyll and Bae. Bae is clumsy as fuck. That's the only reason her nipples perked up is because she rammed into us really aggressively. You know. Same issue with Jekyll. She would she would accidentally chomp our peen off, and I'm not a fan of no peen. Not a fan. Brid? What happens with sharp teeth? That was exactly what I said when I got to Jackal, and I was like, I don't like that. I don't like not having a peen. Brid, fake Cindy, but with mega side boob and a goddamn train? Yes. All I have to say. Senti? Senti. She's fine. She's very self-centered, and she's kind of a mommy's girl. She would 100% go out and ask leader for permission. Fucking in control room. Yeah. Forcing it down. And let's be fair, it's Bae. I don't think she would... I think she'd probably stop, like, with it right next to her mouth, and you'd have to do it yourself. Let's be fair. Bae would 100% get eked out, and she would just stop. She'd be like, ah! And she'd just kind of gawk. That's... She would just stop, so... That's what would happen. So... Senti, complaints... 100% mega fuckable. The issue is Senti is a big mommy's girl, and she's really self-centered. If you don't remember, we had that whole thing in the event where she trained the AI guy to fix things by not being a bitch. She just needs a wingmon. She's definitely biting. Yeah. Bae is definitely biting. I 100% think if she did manage to get in, I think she would 100% forget about the fact that her teeth are sharper than Gargura, and she would end up biting our peen off. And I don't dig that. Hello, Yoshi! You came in at a weird time. Thank you for doing this shout out, Dante. Hello, how was the stream? How was the visual novels? How was the visionoving? I saw you were visionoving. How was it? Somehow roped myself. What? How did you manage to get yourself into playing Nikke after... Oh my god, this is a banger song. Everyone, I need you guys to prep your ear holes. Everyone, I'm turning up the music. Welcome to the stream, everyone. How are we doing this Tuesday? What did you end up doing in Nikke then? This song is so banger. There's no direction instructions. Exactly. I don't want to have to give her the step-by-step of everything that we do. Carries? Anything interesting? Any cool carries? Chime? Wouldn't complain. She would 100% Kisama and be like, oh, this is for the king. This is for the king. Nothing crazy today? Well, good. That's good, right? Clay? Oh, crown. Let's just put her there. She goes up there with mermaid. That's good, though. That nothing crazy. We like that. We like that. Need Kreen in the Rem to get Chime. That's, you know what? That's not, I don't feel like that's a downgrade. I feel like that's an upgrade. You know, we can look at Crown with Chime and we can be like, yeah. You know, we can convince ourselves. It makes it better. And snap my dick sideways. Why do all of them not know how to do anything? Why are they all clumsy? Solid up there with Bae. Solid up there with Bae. Bae and Clay. Yeah, definitely would. But I'd be concerned. Once again, these cheerleaders not having coordination is really weird, in my personal opinion. I think that is a very odd, the inability to, you know, not do, be well coordinated is weird. Bae, they'll be up for a threesome. That's true. That's true. They would 100. I think Clay would initiate it. It's more Bae's lack of confidence. Bae is very, very unconfident. Clay, I don't know much about Clay. Apparently she's really clumsy though. I know that Bae has zero self-confidence, which they are perfect. No, we're naming problems with them. You look Bae in the eyes during BJ, you're castrated. Gone. She'd panic and she'd like jerk her head up and just how? Sharp Gura teeth. And she has no confidence. Your peen is being bitten off. Clay, she's apparently snapping it in half like a Twizzler, which also sounds unpleasant. I apologize everyone who's just come in. We're doing the Nikkei Frickability tier list. This is the completely unbiased tier list, just FYI. Gura, the issue with it is Gura is confident. Gura wouldn't accidentally bite anything. She would purposefully bite things, but that would be in like a sexy way. Bae would do it on accident, and it would hurt, which is unpleasant. We don't want hurt. We want pleasant. That's what we're going for. So, Crust, Millie, get out of my sight. Delta doesn't really do anything. I feel like Delta kind of falls in that, like, you know, these guys. She kind of just exists. She has like a little pistol. That's all she does. I have to say, I do think Delta, I think, is in a Deathwood. Why? Because imagine the crazy role play that you could do. You're like, I'm going to bed completely naked. Sure hope nothing bad happens to me. And then she would, you know, and then she'd be like, cone. And she'd like just appear on top of you. You know? I feel like Delta Ninja has got some crazy potential. The potential goes hard. You see no downsides? But she's like 2 feet tall, which is weird. You know? It's a little weird. I'm not a big fan of it. Mrs. Chocolate Lady. I don't know. I feel it's odd. It's immoral. Diesel. Hot. Size doesn't matter. I beg to differ, but Diesel. Hard definitely would. Diesel's funny. She's very nice. She owns a train. Roleplay with Delta. Cadet getting rewarded by his superior. That too. There you go. As I said, roleplay with Delta ninja version goes hard. If she can work an oven, she's old enough. Chief, that's a wild sentence. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's all I have to say. That's wild. I disagree. Dala, like she's a handheld device. Yeah, sir. Dala, again, she falls in the category with all the rest of the live streamers. We'd be fine. No complaints. Dala's, I guess, definitely better than Yan and Rupee, but Canceler. Okay. Oh, and she also works the black oh wait, I forgot that she's a black market dealer. Oh wait. Wait, okay, wait. Dala is going up. Dala is going up. She's going... Oh, yeah. She would find the craziest aphrodisiacs for you guys to try out on top of all of this. I forgot that Dala is, like, an absolute gangster. Thank you. I forgot. You're right. You guys right. You right. You guys right. Eleg? Okay. Eleg? Okay. Eleg is almost... Okay. Eleg and Exia are very similar, but Eleg is very bubbly. Eleg's very bubbly. I like Eleg. I don't know if she's in Mega. High def. High def wood. High def wood. Very high def wood. I would complain. Oh, that's true. You'd be in the middle of it, and she would be playing Boom. She'd like have installed it on your nipples, and she's just playing Doom on top of your chest, and you're just like, "Come on, I'm right here." And she's like, "Shut up! I just got to the final boss." Doom, oh, Commander's destroying my rear. No clickbait. True. I've seen that video, except for they were playing Aladdin. It was really weird. Eleg, sorry, does go down. I wouldn't complain about it, but I would be slightly smurfed. If that's the term. I'd be slightly smurfed in the middle of it happening, because I'd be a little upset. Ooh, Yunwa. Okay. Mega forehead. Mega forehead, lady. Let's just make an easy one. I see Marciana Grave. Velvet. There's some very easy megas. Tsundere, but wood. Yeah. The issue is just I don't know how high up I would put her. Cause like I like her. She's good. She's good. You know. She's a mega asshole though. And like she's not like the cute Tsundere, she's like mega nasty Tsundere. She's almost like the Tsundere. First Yunwa. That's true. You know what? First one, complain. First one is definitely I would complain about it. Where did she go? What? Where did she disappear into the... Why did she go up? Would complain. Second one, I think is definitely wood. She chills the frick out. She takes a big old chill pill. She gets hotter, which is nice. Which makes up for the bitch. I think that second version has got some good upsides. Second version's got some good upsides, I think. I think that's a good point. Flora? Flora. She's... I feel like she might... I don't know. She would either ask us to... I have to think about them sometimes. It's like, Flora! Okay. Can be nice. The issue is she would not fuck us in the flower garden. Why? Because the flowers are alive and she can speak to them. And that's a little bit of a turnoff. I wouldn't... First off, it would be really weird to have a potted plant in the room because she'd be like, "Oh, Flowey said you've got a nice member, just so you know." I don't know about that one. The potted plant in the corner would be like talking smack about me in the middle of it. I guess we complain. Yeah, like, she's still attractive. She's not unattractive. It's just like, there's some issues. The talking flower thing. I think there's a lot more flowers than I can deal with the smack talking of that I would definitely be getting. Talking to plants, a whole new meeting. Just teach them about the birds and the bees. Yeah. Folkwang. Okay. Folkwang is definitely not mega. Okay. Folkman could be in Def or wouldn't complain. She might even be in would complain. She has a good old range. Complain about being dripped on. I was gonna say, but like it like makes it. You know, you don't need lube ever. You never need lube for anything. Plus, she always carries popsicles, which is like, I mean, kind of cool that we could get some popsicles. I don't know. I think definitely wouldn't complain. You know what? I think no, I would complain. She's really gross and she's really sweaty. We definitely sweaty. And I don't think she's hot enough to make... She's not like Label, where Label's like hot enough I can kind of like not think about it. Yeah, true. Guilty? I don't I would be terrified to ask. I would be really scared to even bring up the topic with Guilty. Guilty's a little sadistic. Being part of her mom. Ooh, that's true. That grip would go in, the grip would be insane. But the issue is she might like stand up and like it would just not stay attached to me. It might just come up with her is the issue, because she might be like, ha ha ha, check out this cool trick. Just like a band-aid. And that sounds unpleasant, honestly. I think that's like 100% reasonable to think about too. This is gonna be our second wouldn't get any, unfortunately. Hot, but woo. She's scary. She's scary. Scary woman. Scary woman. Scary woman. Helm! It's deadly? Yeah. Helm. There's a... Oh, this is a woman. Never mind. I was like, there's a fucking man on my list. Helm. Helm? So I don't have any water balloons, but we do have other liquids that can make her see-through. I think definitely would. She's wet and ready. True. And she's ready to get wet. Once cussing, hugging. Again, sadistic. Guilty is sadistic. I don't like that. We like clingy here. She's too clingy. As we talked about. She lets us railed in an open field. In an open field? Was that during this outfit? Because I don't remember it being in an open field. Was that during that one? She can't really control her strength, so we're dying. Her summer bond? Okay. I was like, I haven't done that one, so I'll take your word for it. As I said, I think very much definitely would. Def would. Himino? Himino smokes. She's attractive, but she smokes. Would complain. Her breath would stink. The eye patch is kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie. Eye patch does some things, but eye patch does some things. Leona. Okay, Leona would mouth up your mouth during kisses. There's also that. As I said, would complain. Leona. Okay, my issue with Leona is Timmy would be watching us. Like, intently. And I'm just gonna say it. I think I'd have to compete against Timmy for Leona. And I don't think I'm beating Timmy. I don't think I'm beating Timmy in any circumstances. Let Timmy watch the fruits of his hard work. The Timmy thing's weird, man. The Timmy thing's weird. Def would. Mega? I don't think so. Timmy's the Ark's #1 wingman. Okay, but just to put it out there, Leona got made on a surface while we landing Leona. Dude, but okay. I'm still putting her in definitely would. She's not mega because Leona has bad breath. She eats dog treats. That's gross. Her breath is not smelling good. So, very bare minimum, I don't think she's mega friggable because she'd breathe in your mouth and you'd have to stop yourself from throwing up. That's gross. I don't like that. I don't like that very much. Lily, she's fine. I have no complaints about Lily, but she's not going very high. She's fine. Makima, oh, I'd let this woman groom me. That's all I'm going to say on that topic. She's a good B2. What does Mari do? I know nothing about this lady. Again, another EVA character. The only IP they've done a collab with that I don't have anything to say about because I haven't seen it. Anyone to back up where she should go? Because if not, she's going in wouldn't complain because she is attractive. Mega fuckable, but why? I don't want just she is. Why? I need reasons. Because mega fuckable is like the top tier, the juiciest of fruits to exist. All of these are gods in their own respective courses. So 3.0 and 1.0 spoiler. Eva? What? It's Eva. What do you mean it's spoilers? How is it spoilers? Like you care? Are you talking about the story? I was gonna say I don't care too much. I don't think I'll probably ever watch Eva at this point. I'm gonna put her in the wouldn't complain. We'll continue on. Mast is, I think, both outfits. Mast, this one actually is way up there. Way up there. Way up there. There we go. That's diabolical. That's I don't know if that puts her in mega fuckable though. Wow, that's wild. Mori would. Unfortunately, it's called dedication. Is that the win? Isn't he married to Asuka in last reveal? Is that not what happened? I thought, yeah, main guy and that chick got it on. No? Mori is poor, but she likes companionship. I think definitely would. Easy peasy stuff. Just feed her and she'll do anything. That's true. She'd do just about anything. Naga, I think, is definitely in the def would. She's higher than Tia. Definitely above Tia. Of the multiverse. Oh, okay. That's crazy stuff. Naga goes high up there. Naga's good. She has some crazy ass backstory, as I've heard from her Bond story, but that's about all I know. Neuta falls pretty low. Why? Because we would be in the middle of it and she would be verily, that was a good joust. You complain, exactly. And I would also, every time we're doing it, have to worry about the fact that I'm doing a bubble copy and not the real one. And that's weird. Getting ganked. She doesn't have any copies anymore, though. They got murdered. She doesn't have any of them. She has to remake them. But, and also that doesn't sound very pleasant. Huh? Huh? I think Nayuta, I would definitely complain. Would complain. Complaints would be had. Nero? Non-battles. So what I'm hearing is they're out there somewhere is the sex copy of Nayuta. The pre-release sex copy of Nayuta that we could absolutely find and crack. Still would complain, but that does put her higher up in my tier list. Not very much, but a little bit. Nara's nice, might scratch. I was gonna say, Nara would scratch, and she has really sharp claws. Also, I don't think she can sound interested, which is kind of weird. Like, She gives you the robo hand. Ow. Nero would complain. Nero would complain. Nero, as cats do. You know, I wouldn't complain too much. I think, no, I think I would complain. She would scratch, and also, she has the most monotone voice. I think it would, even if she wasn't complaining, it would sound like she was complaining, and I don't know about that one. I don't dig that. You can handle a cat. The problem is the cat doesn't want to be handled. That's kind of the issue with cats, is they just don't like being touched. I'm assuming, and Nero is no different. Nihilister is not getting any. I apologize, Fujin. Nihilister is not getting any. I don't want to have my dick burned off. I'm enjoying having a meat stick, not a char stick. Noah? Noah? You'd never have to bring protection. Noah wouldn't have to bring protection because she has the strongest shields in the world. She would defend that egg like no one's business. Wouldn't complain. She's a little bitchy. I feel like that would fall off once you started. No, I think that's good. Wouldn't complain. Novel? Hot. Would. There's a fucking laser barrier. And abandonment issues. Exactly. That's why I'm putting her in wouldn't. I was about to say something about that, and then it was like, wait. I think as soon as we started, it would fall off. It would fall off really quick, and then it would be really nice afterwards because she would be normal human being. Novel is stupid, and also she's kind of hot. And she has the penguin outfit, so we can imagine she's one of the Prinnies from Disgaea. And I like that. She can cosplay a Prinny. I do enjoy that mental image. Panay, again, wouldn't complain. Nothing there. Uni, Viper wouldn't complain. Trina, oh, Soldier, don't forget Soldier. Signal, there's normal Rupee. Ram, no, Ram is higher. Ram is higher than wouldn't complain. Ram is definitely would. High, definitely would. Easy. Soldier clicks Takina. Whoa! I didn't mean to click Takina. Takina's attractive. I'll put her here. Whoa! Wrong character. Soldier. Woo! Little peanut butter and everything is better. I don't think the fur factor is good. That means she gets sticky really fast. You get like one good round. Heat. Oh. I don't know about that one. Animals in heat just bleed out of their hole just all the time. That doesn't sound pleasant. You'd be in the middle of it and it just whoosh, blood. That doesn't sound very pleasant, I have to say. That does not add to my enjoyment. I don't feel. Polly wouldn't complain though. Polly has got a nice big old head of hair. And I won't explain why that makes it any better or worse. Quincy? Quincy, big old deaf wood. Quincy, she will charge you. Quincy would charge me. She would charge me bottle caps though. And I don't know if you guys know this. I have a pig full of bottle caps over there that I could pay her with. Easy. I see no issue with being charged bottle caps. Okay. I don't mind this. I'm winning in this scenario. I already have the currency prepped and ready. And any awkward, it wouldn't even be off. It wouldn't even be awkward is the issue. She would be ready. But yes. Ugh. Ugh. Oh God, it's heavy. Ugh. 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 My bottle cap pig. It's my bottle cap pig. Isn't it great? Look at him. Look at his little face. Look at him. Doesn't that... Isn't that great? God, look at him. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. He's great. Isn't he, guys? He's so fucking heavy, dude. Oh my God. It's so heavy. Oh. Good Lord, dude. The thing weighs so much. Oh. Last bottle in years. All the time, man. I see him all the time. Ouch. But, yeah. I have a lot of bottle caps. I have a bunch. So, zero complaints. Definitely would. I'd pay her like 2 bottle caps and she'd be like, sheesh. You have the trio art in the left corner. Isn't it awesome? It's me, Fox, and Ethy. It's me, Fox, and Ethy. Fox is munching my fucking head off. But it's great. Great stuff. I love that picture. Poor Ethy, I know. Poor Ethy. Rosanna, again, definitely would. Rosanna, it was normally already up there. I don't think the bikini adds anything, unfortunately. I think I feel like it kind of detracts from her like whole like aesthetic. Unfortunately, I feel like it puts her a little lower, but still a hard definitely would. She's nowhere to be seen again. That's what I was saying. I did text her today and was like, hey, like a half hour. To be fair, as Bambusi said, it is only like 7:30. Rupee, hard complaints. I have many complaints for you, woman. Many complaints. Sin is definitely would. Unfortunately, no face, no mouth, no kissing, no anything with the mouth area because of the mask, but you know, still nice body, and she's attractive. She's a little cray cray, but you know, not as crazy as guilty. Not as crazy as guilty. Trina wouldn't complain, but she's a broken Kotodama. Is it broken? It's just repressed. Isn't it? We can fix her? True, we could fix her. We did fix her, actually. She is fixed. What about Signal? Away from me, Signal. I don't want to see you. Uni doesn't get any. Uni does not deserve any. Uni is a bitch. Ugh. Forcing to nut at her touch. Well, that's the issue, was the whole thing of she can't do that because she has the mask thing on. Like, that's the whole thing about the mask, is it stops her from using the Kotodama. That's why Mermaid is objectively better, because Mermaid could just make you nut at her touch. That's attractive. And she's not sadistic. Sin is a little sadistic. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not an up. That's a down. You know? I'm not Markiplier. Mask only suppresses. It stops it for the most part. It's not a big issue. Okay. We have a lot. We have a lot. We're in B3s. B3s is where it's going to get crazy. B3s, it's going to get crazy. Cinderella, Mega. Easy Mega. Is the first male she meets? No, it's not. I mean, it's the first one she's interacted with in that way, but she definitely met, what's his name? Not Oswald. I was gonna say Oswald, they definitely met. Cindy, hard Mega. Maiden, hard Mega. Maxwell, hard Mega. Laplace, we all know. Kilo isn't Mega. Not Mega. Dawson. Alice, I think is a Mega. Alice is a hard Mega. Ein, also. Jill. Jill's really attractive. I'll put Jill. Jill up there. Privity. Privity has a lot going for her. Privity has a lot. The maid outfit, meh. Scarlet, both Scarlets. Mega. Helm, not a Mega. I wouldn't put her in Mega. I would not put her in Mega. She's a little uppity. Looking? Yeah. Helm's a little uppity. I would put her pretty high. Not Mega, though. She has some debuffs. Unfortunately. And that is she doesn't know how to show normal emotions in front of other people. Which is unfortunate. I don't know if we have any other Megas. No. Unfortunately, no. I'm not a big fan of Noir. As I've said before, like Tia, her boobs are too big. Drake, obviously, is evil. She would do crazy things. I think that's all the Megas. Oh, you know what? What she was doing to promote during those events. True, we'd have no idea. Ada and Jill. Megas. Both Megas. You know what? Diesel, also Mega. She has a great singing voice. She has a pet that looks like her friends, which is just objectively really funny. I think she's high up there. She's definitely up there. Amelia is not a Mega. Isabel? Not Mega. Not Mega. These ones, though, Megas. All Megas. Definitely Woods. Let me see. Do we have any crazy ones that I need to go over? Isabel is the one fucking. Isabel is a Crow. Okay, Crow is definitely Wood. Crow, is a terrible human being, but she's got some mega bedroom eyes, and she's really hot. They cooked with her design. Terrible human being. We only need body? Exactly. Only need it. Just to let us smash. Brid is a solid mega. She is not as good in this. She's not as good here. She looks just worse. Updated graphics with her being fake Cinderella, 100% mega. But, unfortunately, she does fall short here. She falls shorts. Both of the robots, both of the other robots, very hot. Breddy is French. Chisato, very attractive. Doro, once again, wouldn't let us hit. We already put Drake. Eleg in this outfit is really hot. We get to play with her chest to play Boom. And so we can put playing Boom while ramming Eleg from behind. Not clickbait. That's the title. Amelia, hard def. Eve, also hard def. Hard def. Guillotine, not a hard def, unfortunately. Haran has some weird looking boobies that defy gravity. But it's kind of hot. So, Helm, I was going to say same thing. She does not have weird boobs that defy gravity. Very hot. Definitely would. Same with Isabel. Isabel's a little yandere, but it's okay. It's okay. Idol Sun is, again, wanna do both. Do both. Easy. Julia, I think, is a def. You could be in the middle of it. She'd be. First off, can I just say her finger skill? Her fingerings would go so hard. Can you imagine all of the things she could... Fuck. Can you imagine all the things she could do with her fingers? She plays the piano. Or the other thing. She would do some crazy things. Kay? I don't think she goes up that high. Let's see. We'll take it a little. Kilo? Definitely. Why? Because we would also get to play around with her big mech afterwards. Which, major bonus. Major bonus right there for Kilo. Kilo gets major buffs for Talos. Talos 1 gives her some mega buffs. Ludmilla. This Ludmilla is a mega. If you guys have ever seen that Fox Shmentai, where it's like, oh, I'm the maiden and I take care of this castle. K works with D. I'm hella sure K wants to get the same level of action as D. You know, you make a good point. K did sneak into our room, get butt-ass naked, and then take a bath inside of our room. Which is an odd thing to do, but I'm not complaining. She would get it before D. But unfortunately, if we said that about D, D would kill us. So, you know, there's issues here. There's some conflicting issues. Guillotine? He's pulling his tier list out! I am, Trickster. You should be scared. You should be terrified. I think both guillotines are quite attractive. Deathwood. Easy Deathwood. Maiden, again, Deathwood. This was one of my favorite characters when I started playing the game. I think mine has a tier 5 doll I think she was like 666 skills. I loved Maiden. She's great. Mana, I wouldn't complain. Mana isn't bad. Is not bad. She was a solid screen wipe at the beginning. Normal Rappy gets a solid definitely would. I'll give you that one. Normal Rappy gets a definitely would. She's not mega frickable like some of these other women's. Oh yeah, Plappy has her own tier. Wouldn't get any. Rappy has her own tier. Don't worry. Don't worry. We all know. We all know. Both the Maharas. Ooh. Have fun with the tier list? Yeah. Thank you for coming by. Dante, please shout that guy out. OG Rappy? Oh, 100% OG Rappy supremacy. Old Rappy was so much better, dude. Ugh. OG Rappy was so much better than new Rappy. I think new Mahara, hear me out, new Mahara with new Uni. Where's new Uni? Loves pet play. Yeah. Also, just yes. Yes. You know what? I was going to put her in just definitely would. Nah, she gets a little bit higher. Milk. We are doing it like rabbits. Me and Milk Bunny outfit are doing it like rabbits. She got a mega tit job. She put on some lipstick and a vibrator. I have nothing else to say. You can go that's true. You can go as hard as you want on Mahara and she will not complain. She will thank you when you get done and she'll be like, that was good. You didn't go quite hard enough, but that was pretty banger of you. Not gonna lie. Mahara is crazy. Modernia is a pillow princess. She would do nothing. She would sit there and she would let you do it and she would be like, keep going, but that is all she would do. Wouldn't complain, but she would do nothing, and that, I don't know, that takes a little bit out of it. Also, she's kind of stupid, and she's not like stupid, but it's very pissy when you disturb her EP time. True. Neve is sleeping all the time. She wouldn't get any. Neve wouldn't get any. Where did I put? I put her in here. Noir wouldn't complain. Phantom, as we said, same with Miranda. Well, actually, Phantom is smarter. You know what? I think Phantom is a lot smarter. The issue is she just can't spell. You know, she's not Miranda, like, idiot. She's a smart girl. She just doesn't know how to spell. She's a hard deaf wood. The mask stays on. She's dyslexic, yeah. Mask stays on during sex. All I'm saying. Phantom, hardwood. And I think Neon, like in basic outfit, also very nice hardwood. Very, very attractive. The pink is very nice. She got, again, she got a boob job. Not complaining. She was a little small. Power, no thank you. Ew. She would fucking power. No fucking power. We wouldn't do that. Why? First off, she has pointy teeth, which, as we've said, that's bad. Secondly, she would bite us on purpose, and she'd be like, "Gah, gah, gah, look at this. ONG Commander, your kick ish so good. Can't fuck what you doing." True. And Dante can't get any. Privity Maid. Okay, Privity Maid, I feel like, is a wouldn't complain. She's very attractive. Hello, Remy. Power doesn't wash. Also, she pads her chest. And that means she's a liar. You know, that, so, she's got some things going on. Product 12, as all of the basics just kind of meh, just all around. Not much personality. They're kind of generic looking. You know, wood, but nothing crazy. Quincy Escape Queen. Okay, now this one's interesting because okay, Quincy Escape Queen's she has again the weird floaty titties, which is odd. Very attractive. She's very attractive. I love my product 12. I'm sure you do, Unknown. I'm sure you do. Do I put her in definitely would, though? We can get her in all kinds of poses. That's the same. Isn't that the same thing we said about normal Quincy? Like, I don't feel like... Actually, I guess not much changes in between this. Except for she stops being bondaged in this outfit, the Escape Queen outfit. She just gets out of the bondage, which isn't like bad, but like the bondage is kind of attractive. Like, on your waifu Frima, I think waifu Frima is somewhere in definitely would. Yeah, there she is. Definitely would. Very attractive. Sleeper build. 100% very attractive. If you look in Discord, Remy, in the NSFW version, there's a very nice picture of her, which I think you'll like. Query, I would not ask her to do it because she would be looking for it and she wouldn't see it because she doesn't put her glasses on, and she'd be like, "Where is it? Where is it?" And I would be very uncomfortable, and I would be very sad because she couldn't see it, and I don't know. It's bad news bears. She can see Commander perfectly, but she couldn't see the peen. Query wouldn't complain. She needs a lot of guidance. Again, it's not an issue of her not being able to see. It's an issue of it would inadvertently, she would be making fun of my PP for being small because she couldn't see it. And that makes me sad. She can see me in 4K? Is that like a legitimate lore thing? So what I'm hearing is she's a generic lady except for she can only see me? It's weird. I don't know. That doesn't fix it for me. No. I don't know. I don't like that. She has no problem seeing only Commander. Don't like it. Not my thing. That's weird. That's weird. The Rei characters, these guys are very hot. Do they have any personality traits? Sakura, we will once again put in no complaints. No complaints, as per usual. I don't know why I skipped Raven. Raven is definitely would. It means you have a micro PP. So, again, you don't get anything from Raven. She is her. Ah, that's right. That's right. I would just be the cuck. God damn it, Raven, you bitch. You're so hot. Ah, damn you. What about these Rei characters? I don't know about them. Silverwolf. But are we Adam? No. No, we're not Adam. I know. I know. That's why I'm complaining. You know what? Vesti tack upgrade? You know what? Vesti tack upgrade serves cunt hard. Can I just say? Her micro bikini that she wears goes hard. Goes mega hard. Can I just say? Soldier. Sugar goes in definitely would. You would OG Vesti too? I don't know how I feel about OG Vesti. I feel like a Vesti is still a little aggressive. I wouldn't complain with normal. Trony? She's a little stinky. Trony's a little stinky. Then maybe a little smile at the end. Okay. I've been, both of them can, phew, I like that. Soline, would, but complaints would be had. I have complaints about that one. She's a little silly in the basic outfit. Milk, Bunny, hardwood. Bunny outfit goes hard. Her bunny outfit goes really hard. Very hard. All the Snow Whites are definitely woods. Eula. Okay. First off, she has... Okay, first off. Okay, we're going to start from top. She has spiky teeth. Okay, she's fallen down. Secondly, she's sleepy as fuck. You need to get her drunk first? Need to get her drunk so that she would chill the fuck out. She's sleepy as fuck. She'd bite your pee-pee off. H is getting... I will take a look. I'll take a look. I think we're almost done. Eula loves what marks... But the issue is she'd accidentally mark it with her teeth. I would have complaints. I would have mega complaints. She's attractive, but... And she has white hair, which I think is really attractive. But complaints would be had. A penal? one second. I need to add one more tier list. There's a one more second. Who? Rude? Who? Who am I being rude to? I don't even know who that is. And as we have stated at the beginning, Dorothy would not give it to us. Because Dorothy, yeah. There's no accident. She did it on purpose. That doesn't make it much better. I don't want her to bite my pee-pee. And both Asukas wouldn't complain. Breddy, I would have complaints. She is French. And Anise, put Admi next to a penal. Nah, Admi's better than a penal. Just because I know who Admi is and I don't know who a penal is. Slightly better. Slightly better. And Anise, complaints would be had. So. This is the tier list, guys. Can you read it? This is the tier list. Red Hood? Fuck, you're right. Definitely would. Sorry. Red Hood is still a definitely would. There we go. We're almost cracked on Anise. Red Hood? Red Hood is a wood. Easy wood. So, download. We'll put this. I will post this on Twitter. We will Twitter. Let me cover myself up first. Don't want to show anything I shouldn't. That would be a ride of your life. Vroom, vroom. That's great. That's so funny. That's porn, but that's very funny. Cute. Porn. Hey, Blue Archive. I learned about Black Souls several years back when I was like, I don't even want to say that. That's so fucking funny, dude. Holy shit. Oh, that's so funny. That's super funny. Anyway, this one's not actually inappropriate. This is very funny. Have you guys seen this one? This one's hilarious. I love this picture. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. It's hilarious. Gay. Let's see. Post. Oh. I don't have anything in my pictures, right? Pictures are good. Pictures are good. Ooh. Pictures are good. Where does that get downloaded? Is that downloads? Download. There we go. Okay, guys. What are we saying? What are we saying about this tier list? It's up to you guys. What are we saying? I will let you guys make the post. What are we saying about the unbiased, objectively correct frickability tier list? What crazy stuff do we have to say about the frickability of Nikke's? Kuru. This is objectively correct and completely unbiased tier list of... I was limiting myself? Was I limiting myself? Again, this is not my opinion. This is an unbiased and objectively true listing. I can't limit myself. It is just objectivity. You know? It's not... Tier list of frickability of every Nikke. The objectively correct and completely unbiased tier list of frickability of every Nikke. Completely unbiased. There's nothing... No one can even argue with any of these characters. None of them. I could honestly even do this. And you would never know. So... Community discussion Nikke smashable tier list? Exactly. So, do we have anything else we should say about our tier list, boys? What do we have anything else to say, or is that... Should we... Wait, I have I have Discord. Wait, I have Discord. 2, 1, doobie-doo. Oh, she's in the middle of a match. Dang. But guys, do we have anything else to add about our tier list? I think it's pretty good. It's pretty basic, what we said about it, but you know, everything was conveyed. We've given everyone a pretty good idea of what it is. I think that's pretty good. Any complaints? Any complaints about what we're saying? Not about the tier list, because the tier list is completely unbiased. We had a very gentleman-like discussion. Which agrees with this tier list 100%. Twitch agrees with 100%. Hello, Curry. 100%. Bonjour. There we go. Everyone, go go tell everyone on Twitter just exactly how objectively true that tier list is. I'm going to pull up I'm going to pull up the characters, because apparently EH's kit is out, which is pretty cool. Let's take a look. EH's kit. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we're dealing with. What do we got here? So, pause this. So, let's first off take a look. Animation. Good heaven, she's got some jiggle. It's pretty nice. Okay. Music in the background goes hard. Brr, brr, brr. Nice view? Yes. Okay, she has a sick burst. She turns into a rocket launcher? That's a first. That's really fucking cool. Lend me their luck. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see what she has. Wind DPS submachine gun. So, obtain when obtaining 10 scraps while having fewer than 4 homemade magazines. Interesting. Crafts a magazine. Effect removes scraps. So crafts a magazine up to a max of 4. Attack up 7.5. They really learned after Makima's ass being covered by jacket blew up. So what? That's not that much attack, unfortunately, but like it's a nice passive, I guess. I guess it depends on how you get scrap. So, gain a buff when obtaining scrap. Activates at the start of battle. Scrap up 10 continuously up to a maximum of 10. Okay, so she starts the battle with 10 scrap. So she starts with 7.5. Nice. Definitely would. I'm pretty sure that's where we put her. Activates when an ally or self-destroys a destructible projectile. Gets 10 scrap. Okay. Activates when an ally or self-destroys an enemy part. Scrap up 5. Activates when an enemy is neutralized. Scrap up 2 for 10. So, she only gets this full buff in bosses that have destructible parts and destructible projectiles. So, I mean, Kraken, I guess you can get 3 of the 4 buffs. You can get 2, actually, I guess. You can get 2 of them. That's unfortunate. As for Rosanna and Sakura, kinda. She wants 1 break. She only cares about the first one. Because it only can do 1. So if you look, breaking an enemy's part, so you break 2 parts and then you get 10. But, so you break 2 parts and then you get 7.5 attack. And I guess when she gets scrap for the first time, she gets some elemental damage, which is nice. It's not very... 16%'s a medium roll. That's not bad. You get 2 medium rolls. She has unfair competition against Lib. And unfortunately, I don't think... this is... Okay. This is looking not great. Her burst has to be really good because 15% attack and 16% elemental damage is really nothing. That's not very much, unfortunately. So far, she's not looking too sexy. Changes the weapon. Damage 61. Full charge. 250% of damage. So, it's like... not even 200% of her attack is damage. 1 times the number of homemade magazines. Condition when the duration ends or when all rounds have been fired. So she gets a lot of attack. The numbers there are weird because she gets nothing outside of burst basically. Because she's Wind Weak, so what Wind Weak bosses? Modernia? Modernia is Fire Weak, never mind. What other Wind Week bosses are there? Kraken. There's not really any, like, other Material Age. Hi, Kang. Material H isn't bad. I guess Material H she could get all buffs on, but Material H is a fucking pushover. She really doesn't seem that good on paper. She really doesn't. Kind of sucks. Because, like, I'm looking at her kit. I thought this might have been... If this was all one skill and she had something else, maybe. But this is... Again, 15% attack and 16% elemental damage for 30 seconds. It's really bad. That wants attack damage? That does. She does. That's true. She only gets attack, right? She doesn't get attack damage or any other multipliers. Is 0 attack? She does. She has a pretty bare bones kit altogether. Honestly. Huh. She just gets attack. Interesting. It's a lot of attack. We'll run the numbers. She'll be good for low clears, I guess. Like, just use some spare materials. Legitimately, she's literally over here stealing scrap from the enemies. I mean, she won't be bad for low clears. She has enough attack to go over all the defense at the very least. So, I mean, there's that. And Wind has some pretty decent buffers to attack damage. We have Siren and Crown as 1 and 2. You do appreciate the underboob? You mean the only piece of boob we can see, Mr. Kang? I would hope so. That's the only thing you get to see on her, other than her big booty. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... She's very cool looking, I have to say. She just... God, that kid is... There's not much there. Again, 15% attack against the big boss that she would, as a Wind unit, get run up against is extremely lackluster. That is a lot of attack at the end. But for only 2 attacks? I don't know. For only 2 attacks, that's not great. But, not... She looks cool. She needs to burst. That's what I'm saying. Like, during burst, she gets that attack. She's nearly useless. Yeah, 100%. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, she is very lackluster. Unit being B2 Iron. Yeah, like, B3 Wind is just, like, hard to... There's... B3 Wind is... unless they are broken, it's basically suicide at this point. Lib and SBS is just so broken. Just, and she just doesn't have anything, like... She has, like, almost nothing. Let's see. I mean, in normal battles, I guess, you can get... No, it's still 15. I guess you could get... Can be okay for Solar Raid. I mean, if you're doing wind, there's no reason for you to not run SBS and Lib, right? There's zero reason. So even for that, she has 0 off-burst use. Can't have them all in 4 teams. For solo raid. Sorry, I was thinking Union raid. Sorry. I read Union raid because it's you coming up. That's right. I've got solo raid. Hi, Sword. Yeah, solo raid. She could be used for, but there's again just like you'd have to. She goes on solo raid. Yeah, like maybe you get a coreless boss. Or if you just don't have the wind units, I mean, like, what? We had SBS and Lib. We had Shotgun Team grabbed Dala. She has no hit rate up. That's true. And she... Yeah, so that... She does lose out on... She's just... SMG isn't a great gun on top of, like, as a basic damage. As a base gun, that's a pretty lackluster one. To not, like, get multipliers up because they stop using her. He's very similar. Doesn't Quincy buff her attack damage, though? Moom? Yes, sir. Isn't that... And then Quincy has the added bonus of doing... Because of 50% attack damage? That's pretty good. So extreme. Yeah, and that's a lot. That is a considerable amount. This is 15. And she gets nothing. She gets 15% attack on maybe 22%. 200% attack buff. Yeah. But it's near constant. That is the issue. EH gets nothing, and it's so inconsistent. And the way to get her buffs, you just can't do them in 90% of fights. I think Material H is the only boss that you could get all of these for. That's like actually a semi-challenge, but even then, Material H is an easy boss. I don't know. She's not in a good-looking spot. Maybe when you run the numbers, she's good. I don't have high hopes, unfortunately. She looks like she might get put in the bin. It's pretty bad. My hopes were not high. My hopes were not high from reading her. She is just a worse Quincy. And then the thing with Quincy is she ignores defense on top of everything because her burst is true damage, or distributed. But, I mean, she has uses outside of just base damage because she can get past hit count enemies, which I guess doesn't matter since they're SMG. They're hitting pretty fast, but that's rough. That's rough. She's not looking too hot, I have to say, which is unfortunate because she looks really cool. I think story-wise, she's also very interesting. but no version. That's also true. Attack to topple. That's true. She could just kind of... See, that burst is really good, like, damage directly on burst, but then you get nothing. And... No, wait. No, she would be she would be quite... She gets one shot. She gets a single shot in PvP with her rocket. It's not that good. It's guaranteed core hit. Is it core hit? I know it's guaranteed hit because, and that's why shotguns are really good, because every single shell is guaranteed to hit. Is it a core hit? Maybe it is just hit. I haven't heard it be core hit, but I do know that it's guaranteed. Everyone is guaranteed to hit. So that's good. That 450 is nice. Is one shot with 450 attack enough to kill, though? Because that is the only thing she gets. And she gets one shot for 10 seconds. It is, but the issue is she changes back to a normal... Not one shot. She gets one shot with her rocket launcher, though, which would be the big thing. Is she turns into a rocket launcher for burst. SMG is fine. Her killing things. You lose out on AoE, though, is the thing. And if you're not killing them on the first hit, most people are doing Cindy, Siren, or not, well, Siren, but Lib, SBS, you know, they're killing everyone on your board. So if you're not one-shotting them for PvP, I don't think she's in a very good spot, I think is really what it comes down to. She is... I don't think she's in a very good-looking spot, unfortunately. EH's kit? Oh, no, we did a frickability tier list for all of the Nikke characters. Hear me out on EH, though. She may be a terrorist, but, like, she's hot. Hear me out on that, though. Hear me out. Her gun is all drippy wet. I don't know why. It's weird, but... You know, not that complaining. You were saying you missed out? You did. I do have it downloaded. Code Vein Russian Lady? That's not what it is. I'll post it in Discord. If you want to join the Discord, you can see it there. Put it in Nikke. That is not what I'm looking for. Upload a file. Bonjour in downloads. It is completely objectively unbiased. Where'd Crow land? Very frickable. Very frickable. Very attractive lady. Terrible person, but very attractive. Oh, thank you, bot, for saying the same thing I just did, game. It's completely objective and unbiased, 100%, 100%. We'll need to check it out. It's very cool. It's very good. All of Twitch has agreed with the statements that I made here on this tier list. As has been proved by everyone here. It has been objectively proven that that is 100% correct. Alice! Oh, I forgot about the skins on some of the characters. Alice's skin, I know I'm pretty sure put her in Mega Frickable, but that outfit goes hard. Yeah. Let's do some tower really quick. Since we just beat... I'll try Missilus Tower. I'll try Missilus Tower first, then we'll continue on. Wind. Oh, yeah. A no-touch tier. We had, what did we call it? Who? There's the who. Wouldn't get any. You put them in the garbage. Not my thing. Would but would complain. There's a lot of would but would complain. There's a lot of those. Well, actually, I guess there's not that many. There's a couple. There's a couple of those ones. Bonjour. Laplace! Laplace! Is there a better B2 than... Is there a better B2 than Naga? No. Can we get a better B2 in Missilus? John Shift Up, can we get a better B2 for Missilus, please? That would be really cool. I would really like to stop using Naga in here. You know, if that would be anything you'd consider, Mr. John Shift Up. I doubt he'll listen to us. He'll be like, no, you will continue to use Naga and you will like it. And I'll be like, I guess. Sure. And goodbye, enemy. Laplace! This is for science. We would complain about doing it with them. The complaints would be from our end. I was exactly when he came back up, of course. Finally. Finally! We're past that level. Now I'm at a boss, which I'm sure will be a very, very fun boss. And won't make me want to pull out my hair 100% of the way. 100%. 100%. Oh, it's Turtle! Oh, this is so free. Oh, it's free. Oh, that doesn't even do, like, any damage. Holy crap. Truly a man of choices? Of course. This is every Nikke. Every single Nikke. Why did you hit her? You were not hitting them. You were on... not her. Well, that's BS. It wasn't as free as I thought it was going to be, I guess. Damn. Destroy the defenses! Destroy the defenses! And go. Bajom. Exactly. That's how that was supposed to go, game. Ow! Laplace! Hee! Laplace! That was really close, my baby girl. That was a really close. Nice. And now it's turtling time, boys. Oh, sheesh. Oh, come on. Damn, my Laplace. Oh, is it Iron Week? Is it Iron Week? I would love to burst on Laplace first, but unfortunately it just doesn't work as well. I lose out on damage. Missilus is obvious. What? I have zero preferences. I don't know what you're talking about. Zero bias against anyone. Never fuck up my love. Okay. Nihilister? I'm scared that she's going to burn off my penis. That is, that's actually... Shit! Laplace, no! That's why several of the Nikes, some of those Nikes would be a lot higher, but they would 100% either bite off or injure me in some way that I don't care to be injured in. Jackal would be up higher, but she would 100% bite off my pee-pee, and I don't want that off. Or you see it as extra stimulation. I don't think having my penis bit off is extra stimulation, and if it is, I think you have issues with seeing it as extra stimulation. That doesn't sound pleasant. Unless you're Markiplier and you're totally not a masochist, not up there. Not up there on my list of things I want to have happen. Or, you know, as with Nihilister, I don't want to have a char stick. I like having a meat stick. No. The danger zone. Some people are just more interested in pretending that they're not a masochist. As Markiplier has shown me. Why, you bitch? Of course you picked the character that was bursting. Laplace, why did you let yourself be defeated by these monsters? Why, Laplace? Why did you sacrifice yourself? You could have escaped with them! Laplace! I better get another Laplace copy from that Missilis mold. Guys, watch this, watch this. It's Laplacin time, boys. It's Laplacin time. We're Laplacin our shit. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Give it to me, Freddy. Oh! Fuck. Some random blue bitch. Of course. Rocket launcher! Laplace looks different today. She looks... You can't see her face. She's covered it. Oh, Kang! Kang, did you see that I finished another doll yesterday? I have 27 dolls finished now. As of yesterday. My bunny milk hit a 5%. I went from 10 to 15. Their chest? Yeah. The bomb is only a detriment to people that she wants to hurt. She doesn't want to hurt me. Mrs. Elysian herself wouldn't ever. She's a reformed woman. She's no longer a terrorist. She would never blow my balls and herself up at the same time. You're doing it wrong? You're doing it wrong. You have to rub their feet. It sounds weird, but the Skadoodle tech goes hard. As you can see by my 27 dolls. Rub the feet. Specifically, the snipers. Because they also have... Can I do your whale? What? Oh, okay, rub feet? Yes. Rub feet. Why? Why are you so lazy, Sword? Do you even play the game? Because it's not a very good reason. Not a very good reason. You're bad at whale? What do you mean you're bad at whale? Is it normal whale? Don't you have Neuta on every account? Just make it easy. Just use Neuta. Or Silverwolf. God damn, I got basically a lowest clear with her. It's super easy. Just Silverwolf, man. Big bad Silverwolf. No, it's museum. That's even easier. You make it past the first phase and you're done with it. What do you mean? Also, I don't want to do museum. Museum's gross. And you want infinite. You don't even want the normal rewards. You just want to brag to other people. You can brag about your own accomplishments on your account. Smells like chocolate. Boujou. Lobby! No. Ugh. What? It's about 2. You know what to do? Take that up with Yoshi. It sounds like a Yoshi problem. I don't think missing out on, what, 6 boxes is that bad. Brittany pretty far down there. She's French. She's French. So. Yeah. Unfortunately. Otherwise, she would be up higher. Otherwise, she would be higher. There's only two acceptable French people, and Brady is neither of them. Very sadly. Very sadly. I have lost sectors to do, don't I? Ew. Ew, lost sector. Grody. EX lost sector. Pierce cube. Ooh. I have so much lost sector. Help you one time? What do you mean? I've helped you one time so many times, Sword? I can't even count how many one times I've helped you. And that's whale. That's like 6 times. It's not one time. It's not a one-time help. That is like an 8-time help. And it's museum. Two-But Zhang. Hey. She's no Florence. Whoa. There's like wigglies. Wigglies. Do you guys see the wigglies on the screen? It's weird. I've never noticed those. I've never seen these. Weird. Mary opened her eyeballs, dude. It's terrifying. Days! What server are you on? Are you looking for a union? Want to join our union? Maiden! Wow. Yeah, Maiden. That's who this is. Wow. My brain is the equivalent of a mush. Good lord. I called her Maiden. The Wiggle is our doom coming? Yeah, from all the chocolate. All of the undigestible chocolate that they're going to make us do. You're NA? Damn it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate days. You're gonna keep asking? The answer is no. So, I apologize. $42 hard. How am I looking on hard? Ouch. How hard am I? Oh yeah, we were low clearing water. I don't think we're low clearing water anymore. I think we're just clearing water. Yeah, we haven't touched water. You do shit on account? What do you mean you do shit on account? What does that even mean? Doesn't even make sense. Pew. And mast. I'm definitely not low clearing this, but, you know. We will be clearing, I think, pretty easy. None of my ladies have any cubes on. Woo! Yeah, half of them didn't have any cubes. I think we're good. 4-7. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Think you low cleared Behemoth? Nice. I have a couple of low clears on tower. I got what? 300, 310, and 320, I think. I think I got lowest clears of all times on all those bosses. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Tick Tower 1280. Okay. It's time to one-tap the boss, right? Yeah. Yep. That's a lot easier than what it was. Not getting one-tapped by everything is so nice. It's so nice to not be one-tapped. Now we're not... God, this is 220. Ugh! What's low clear on Nihilister? God, what's low clear on Nihilister right now? Am I anywhere near it? 475? No. Okay, we're good. Woo! Okay, we're good. We're all bueno. 417? Oh yeah, but they all... Oh shit, they all have a... Oh, they all have leader! I don't have that! Well, I'm still above it, so hopefully. Hopefully it's not that difficult. That would suck. It's stuck to once again get stuck at Nihilister. Don't have leader. She's not built. She does not have enough CP for me to use her. Nice. And nice. Nice. Easy stuff, easy stuff. I'm not surprised. These are really not that hard bosses. Or levels. I don't remember anything in Chapter 22 being hard other than the fact that Nihilister is the boss. And then, I guess there's not really anything until we start hitting, what, the Crystal Chamber Barrage? At like, what, 20, 27, 29? There's really not much until then. Wow. Thanks for shooting me before I even get to start charging, game. Sure love that. Hey, so you seen the tower? 28, 29, and 31. As I said, about 28, so. Nice. Not that hard. Not that hard. Progress. Progress. We're getting closer to my... I don't need to pull for EH, so good stuff. That means I can skip her, and we can just wait for, what, Half Annie? We have, what, 2 months until Half Annie? Not that long. Not that bad. Whale. We got a whale. How long have you been playing, Day? The people in your ranking are that high. You know, those have been playing for a while. Day 1? Dang. Dang. Prob lower sync. No clue. God, I wish I had Velvet, dude. Why didn't I get Velvet? Where's my Velvet? Huh? Where is she? John Shift Up, where did you put her? Why don't I get one? Everyone else has her. Ridiculous. Did so many freaking pulls to get her and I didn't get her. 795? Holy crap. $95. Tentacles! Tentacles! Ah! Okay. Not that scary. Goodbye. You're one of the first 1,000 accounts to be made. That is insane. That is insane. That's 2. Almost 4 hours. Maybe today we'll actually play games in the Discord instead of I'll just say that we're doing it and then I don't. That could be a thing. Yeah, these levels are easy. I don't think we can quite auto them, but... Didn't reroll? Ooh! Get anything good? I mean, I guess it's the beginning of the game. There's not really much good to get, but... I guess there was pretty damn good stuff to get at the beginning of the game. Yeah, I've only rerolled one game, and that was Uma, and God, the rerolling Uma Musume was... That took so long, man. I rerolled for years. Years I rerolled. Was an old man by the end of me re-rolling it. I applaud people who go through some of the shittier ones because wow, some of those games are abysmal to re-roll. You're sure Isabel? Oh, sick. Isabel was actually pretty good back at the beginning. No? I mean, technically, she's still pretty decent. Now that she got her, What's her name? She never until Arcana. Do you know who was first banner? It was Helm. Everyone knows Helm was the first banner. Ah! Robots. Bonjour. 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 Oh, hey, there's a I'm secret. I'm on a secret. But it was a glitch that made her that good? You think? I like Helm. I like her a lot more after having done her treasure. And I don't know if that's because I got to voice act the whole thing with a friend or if that's because it was actually a good story. It was definitely one of those two things. One of those two things very greatly made me like her a lot more. It's been 3 years. God, it's been a long time, man. I ain't been around that long, but good heavens. Damn. I think we'll beat this next. You know what? That's a level up. I think 420 is a pretty. I think that's where we'll call it a big old 420. That's a pretty banger kickoff. That's a pretty banger kickoff. I can't even lie. Level 420. I'm excited to continue the main story. 40. What? I think we're on 40, around 41 or 42. 42. I think 42 should be pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited. I just need to be like, gotta actually do it. Need to find some time. And be like, let's do the story. Let's do the story. Athelate! Oh my god. Haven't gotten a crown over one. Dude, people that still don't have a crown, I understand the not having a character because I didn't have Cindy. I didn't have Cindy for 90% of the game. I have done all of the electric content without Cindy. Up until this point, I have every piece of electric content. Good thing you didn't talk about the story yet. I mean, I've seen a good little bit of. Unfortunately, I have been spoiled a little bit, but yes. 42 should be fun. 42 should be fun. Everyone, thank you for coming. Yoshi, and Cow, thank you guys for the raid. I hope everyone enjoyed our 100% completely unbiased and very, very accurate tier list of Frickable Nikkes. Thank you for the follow, Mr. Days. Days Leet. See ya. God damn it, Dante. Don't show off the fuck-ass emote, dude. Go be nice to Days. Mrs. Shaz. She's great. We're going to play marbles as soon as we raid. Everyone get prepared to play marbles. Everyone, you have to participate in marbles. Exclamation mark play. You hear me? Marbles. We're playing marbles. So, everyone, have a good night. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but I will figure it out. Not here in the thing when we start playing marbles. And she shoves a stick up our ass. Ah.